If you're a homeowner and looking to make some more money out of your property, here's what to do. With today's cost of living crisis, as well as much higher mortgage rates, some homeowners are looking at additional ways to make money. And if you have a spare room or two, taking in paying lodgers could be one of them. But here are 3 things you should know before taking in a lodger. Number 1, make sure you have a fixed term agreement. Whether it's a stranger, friend or family member, you should always make sure to have a fixed term agreement, which includes a landlord break clause with any lodger. Lodgers don't have the same rights as tenants, so if things don't work out, you can ask them to leave without having to go through a messy and expensive court process. Having a fixed term agreement that clearly sets out the start date and the end date, how much rent is payable and on what days, as well as the conditions of exercising any break clause, is the best way you as a homeowner can protect your interests. Number 2, be careful how many lodgers you take in. You're allowed to have 2 non-family paying lodgers before the property becomes an HMO. Any more than this and you'll have to comply with HMO regulations, which could incur costs for health and safety measures being added to the property. And number 3, check any lodger's immigration status. Landlords have a legal responsibility to check the immigration status of any tenant to make sure they are permitted to be in the country. This is no different for homeowners who take in lodgers, so make sure you ask to see their passport or visa and not a photocopy so you can carry out proper right to rent check, because you could get fined for taking in a lodger that doesn't have the right to rent here in the UK. Also, it's common sense to carry out some form of background checks on any person that you're allowing to stay in your home. With today's housing and cost of living crisis, renting out spare rooms will likely become a common way for homeowners to offset against rising expenses. But being sensible and understanding how to do it the right way is incredibly important.